Hi, class. Welcome to week 13. Let's get started. Okay, here we go. Week 13 is a short week. You don't have a lot of assignments for this week because I want you to focus on your annotated bibliography. So, this is why I didn't give you a lot to do this week. You have already researched two documents for your sentences essay. You are able to use those same two documents and add more documents for your. Now, what is annotated bibliography? Some of you may be asking. Well, I give you a little video that helps explain that. And I go into further details below. Now, what it actually is, you have a document of all of your sources cited MLA style. Say, for instance, you have four sources for this assignment. Cite all four of your sources MLA style. And after you have cited them MLA style, then you will come back and give like 150 words of descriptive and information. And this is called your annotation. Now, the purpose of the annotation is to inform the reader of the relevance and accuracy and quality of the sources cited. So, you are to give the reader some background information on the authors so you can prove that they are credible. And you tell how this information will help prove your thesis of your essay. Because in order to have a good essay, you have to have unity. And with unity, every document that you use is to support your thesis. If it isn't, there is no room for that information in your paper. So, in order to have unity, everything must be in that document supporting your thesis. So, this is the process. You go ahead and you create the annotation, like I said, by performing research and getting credible sources. I gave you guys information on primary sources and secondary sources. So you want to get four good, meaty sources that you're going to have an opportunity to generate a lot of knowledge from. So this is why you need lengthy sources instead of 1 and 2 page sources so that you can get more information out of it. So like I said, you cite it and then you give a little descriptive information about the source and the authors and tell how this is going to connect with the research that you have done and how it is credible because you have used good references. So you want to go ahead and tell the background of your authors. Now, here's a little sample for MLA style, and below is a sample for APA style. So don't get the two mixed up. For MLA style, you start with the artist's last name and then the first name. And these are three, it happens to be three authors. So you just string them along and you make sure that they are in alpha order. Okay, after you do the authors, you come and you give the title of the document. After you give the title, you give the publication information. Where was it published? The volume, the year, and the page numbers where the information can be found, and the type of media. This happens to be a printed article, so it is a book. Now we come down and we want to give a little information about the authors. So the authors, they're researchers at the Rand Corporation and Brown University. Right away, this is giving credit. to your sources. And then it tells about the data and how they're going to use this data in their document. So you come back and you read this little bit of example and you try to follow it to the best of your ability, making it equate to the documents that you are using. And then after that, I have another document that I have downloaded right here for you. And it just gives the information over again regarding how to do the annotated bibliography. Now, I want to see if I can just pick it up on the side panel because last time when I tried to pick it up, I wasn't able to pick it up. So let me just do a quick search. I know it's there because I just put it there. So just give it a little time to let this wheel stop spinning and we'll see if I can find it for you. It should be up there. All right, let me go back and see if I can pick it up for you. I just had this little problem a few minutes ago and I downloaded it ahead of time so I wouldn't have to deal with this again. But that's okay. I think this may be it. Here it is. So here's the annotated bibliography instructions. And it's the same thing, but it just gives you a little bit more information. But it tells you again, the annotation for each source should be descriptive and evaluative. So you want to make sure that you give enough information to support your document. Now here, citation details set out the same style as referenced list item. A short statement that explains the main focus or purpose of the work. A short summary of the theory, research, finding, or argument. So this is of the work that you're citing. And then consideration of the usefulness. So this is what I'm telling you. How are you going to use this document in your work? How is it going to support your work? And then an evaluative comment on the work that may take into account how this work will fit into your research. So here's the example again. Here it is. You want to go ahead and cite MLA style, and MLA says the first line is to the left, and then you use hanging indents for all of the following lines. So you set your hanging indents, and this is your citation. And then here's a little summary, and here's a useful statement. And then there's a little bit of your evaluation of the source. So if you have any problems and you need help, I have set my office hours for Monday from 3 to 4 so I can provide that service for you. Now, Sean has also offered his services. Sean is our past leader who is enrolled in our class. So make sure you contact Sean or me. It doesn't matter if you need some extra help. And we are there to help you. The main thing is getting the correct sources and getting those sources cited properly. Once you have your sources cited properly, it should be easy to go ahead and give a little background on the authors. You may have to Google them, or usually in the top of your document is some little head notes that tells a little information about the author. So you want to go ahead and read that information and make sure that you have some background information and make sure you tell how these authors are going to be helpful for the research that you have done. How are they going to be the expert witness to help prove your point? So that's basically what you do. So if you have any questions, like I said before, please feel free to contact me and I will be happy to help you. Now, there are a lot of citation machines that you can use. Citation generating machines, like Citation Machine is one. And we have Noodle Tools, that's another one. And it's quite a few.